Welcome to Pulse of Africa channel, your reliable place for real, up-to-date news from across Africa. If this is your first time here, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe so you stay updated, informed, and connected to what's really happening from across the continent. Good evening, and welcome to Pulse of Africa News. Today, I will be bringing you a story that sits at the heart of Africa but reaches far beyond our continent. Tonight, we uncover the hidden war for Congo's minerals, a battle that pits NATO and BRICS against one another, with Africa's future hanging in the balance. This is not a rumor. This is not speculation. These are leaked files, intelligence reports, and quiet maneuvers now reshaping global geopolitics. The Democratic Republic of Congo is not just another country. Beneath its soil lies wealth that powers our everyday lives. Over 60% of the world's cobalt sits here. Without cobalt, there are no electric cars, no smartphones, no renewable energy batteries. Alongside cobalt, Congo is rich in coltan, copper, lithium, and gold. Each of these minerals is a backbone of modern technology. One African Union intelligence officer described Congo as the world's ATM machine. But here's the catch: this machine has always been in Western hands, that is until now. For decades, Western influence in Congo was maintained through aid, military contractors, and control of mining contracts. Minerals flowed out to Europe and America. Poverty remained behind for Congolese citizens. But insiders reveal a deep fear growing within NATO circles. A leaked NATO memo warns, China has outpaced us in Africa. We are at risk of strategic mineral starvation. To counter this, NATO has allegedly increased surveillance flights over Congo. Reports show that what was labeled as environmental monitoring was actually detailed mineral mapping. NATO isn't protecting Congo, it's protecting cobalt. On the other side, BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, have entered Congo like chess masters. China controls major stakes in cobalt mining. Russia has signed defense agreements. India is negotiating lithium deals. Brazil is offering food for minerals exchanges. South Africa is brokering AU connections. Their long-term strategy is clear: keep Congo's minerals within Africa's orbit and link them to a proposed African-backed currency system. One BRICS strategist reportedly told African leaders, "With your minerals we can dethrone the dollar." NATO heard this and panicked. A leaked African Union document called the Mineral Sovereignty Framework has surfaced. It outlines a plan to set up mineral protection zones across Africa, with Congo painted bright red on the map. This plan involves deploying one Africa Army unit to shield key mining corridors. Imagine it as an underground defense shield for Africa's most valuable resources. This explains why both NATO and BRICS are circling. The days of Congo being a weak playground may be over. It is now a disguised battlefield. NATO's Africa Command has been running training missions in neighboring countries. Officially, these are for counter-terrorism. Unofficially, leaked intercepts suggest they are logistics hubs aimed at Congo's borders. Surveillance drones flying from Uganda and Rwanda have reportedly been spotted, all pointed toward Congo's mineral belt. Whispers of intercepted communications suggest NATO may be preparing sabotage operations to weaken AU influence. In other words, this is not just about terrorism, it's about minerals. Ever is playing a slower, more calculated game. China builds roads, hospitals, and railways in exchange for mining rights. Russia provides private security for mining sites. India sends engineers. And all the while, BRICS lobbies for Congo's minerals to be tied directly to Africa's future currency system. As one AU insider put it, these minerals are no longer just rocks, they are currency weapons. Here's where the story takes a dramatic turn. Leaked intelligence suggests traces of a mysterious compound, dubbed Element X, have been detected in Congo's mineral belt. This compound, if real, could power cities and even enhance human intelligence. If proven true, Congo's importance goes far beyond cobalt or copper. It could mean control over the very future of energy and technology. And that explains why both NATO and BRICS are locked in this quiet but fierce competition. Amid this global struggle, the greatest tragedy is that ordinary Congolese people remain in poverty. Children dig cobalt with their bare hands. Villages sit on top of gold yet lack electricity. The irony is cruel. The richest land produces the poorest people. The AU claims its new mineral sovereignty plan could flip the script, ensuring that resources benefit Africans first, but only time will tell if this vision becomes reality. This battle isn't just fought in mines and boardrooms, it's also being waged in the media. Leaked documents show NATO funding NGO campaigns to expose Chinese mining practices. At the same time, BRICS media paints China and Russia as Africa's true partners. Both sides cry exploitation, but both are really after the same thing. Congo's soil. If NATO wins, the minerals fuel the dollar and euro, leaving Africa dependent. If BRICS wins, minerals support the UN and ruble, and Africa risks trading one master for another. But if the AU succeeds, those minerals could back the Afro gold currency, support African networks, and strengthen the One Africa government. This is not just Congo's fight, this is Africa's fight. Draft AU documents suggest a coming Continental Mineral Sovereignty Act. This law would declare cobalt, coltan, lithium, and even element X as strategic defense assets. No foreign mining without AU approval. If passed, it will be Africa's strongest declaration of independence in decades. But will Africa rise fast enough to protect its treasure? That is the question. Let's bring this home. The phone you hold in your hand, the laptop on your desk, the electric cars of tomorrow, they all depend on Congo. Congo is not just soil, it is the beating heart of Africa, and whoever controls it will control the future. This battle is not simply NATO versus BRICS. It is about whether Africa will once again power the world but remain powerless, or finally take charge of its own destiny. Hearing this story, one cannot help but feel both pride and sadness. Pride because Africa holds the keys to the future of the world. Sadness because the people sitting on this wealth still struggle daily. It is a story as old as colonialism, but with higher stakes than ever before. The question remains, will Africa learn from its past, unite under one vision, and claim ownership of its resources? Or will the same cycle repeat, where outsiders profit while our people suffer? Only time, leadership, and unity will tell. You've been watching Pulse of Africa News, where we bring you the stories shaping our continent's future. If you found this report insightful, don't forget to subscribe to Pulse of Africa, like this video, and share it with others. Together, let's keep the conversation alive and put Africa's story at the center of the global stage. I'm your host. Thank you for watching. Stay informed, stay engaged, and remember, the future of Africa is the future of the world. Until next time.